listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path. If you want it bad, I'm gonna show you where it's at. Yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done. I'll be number one, working hella hard until I get just what I want. Yeah, rises like the sun, yeah, fatal like a gun. Shooters gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I won. Yeah, always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win, yeah. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me.
Check. There we go. Good evening, guys. Welcome on in to the UTR Live Studios. I'm your man, UTR Storm, and I would like to welcome y'all to the one and only Mid Ohio Sports Car Course for the season or for the playoff opener of tonight's Xfinity Series. So glad to be back with y'all. It's been 2 weeks too long, but we are finally back after an off week for the Xfinity Series from the season closer at Daytona. And tonight starts a journey for 8 individuals on their hunt for a championship trophy. Again, tonight we're at the Mid Ohio Road Course to kick things off. Last night we saw an epic battle across the top 4 in the Cup Series, and we're so excited that we got to experience that. I myself, a playoff driver, got to enjoy that as well. So I know all the playoff guys and everybody in the Cup Series was enjoying last night at Sonoma. I know the sun was moved on though. So Xfinity kicks off with this road course. It is a 2.4 mile track. It's one of the longer road courses on the schedule. Tonight we'll be going 91 miles with 38 laps. And again, this is playoff race number 1. This is the kickoff for 8 drivers. Go through the lineup real quick. Starting from the rear is R. Denny in the 12th position in the number 4 Ford. Starting 11th in the 54 Toyota is Drake. Starting 10th in the number 20, Toyota is Lowbroke. Starting ninth in the number 08 Chevrolet is Here Comes Mr. J. Starting 8th in the number 10 Chevrolet is Ham Wallet. Starting 7th in the number 16 Chevrolet is Black Hammer. Starting 6th in the number 22 Chevrolet is Flash. Starting 5th in the number 44 is Chevrolet is SP. Number 38 Chevrolet is Deport. Starting 3rd is the number 68 Chevrolet of Dusty Stud. Starting on the outside front row is the number 39 Chevrolet. And starting on pole tonight with a time of 1:365 is the number 1 car of LRS. So this is going to be a great night of racing. Let me get the chat pulled up here. All right. But tonight is going to be an awesome night of racing. Again, probably going to be a lot of single file racing, a few battles on the first few laps, and that's about it. Not going to be a whole lot of action, I don't believe. Again, this is a very unique track, very tight track. So we're excited to see what kind of racing it does bring. So it's a unique front stretch. You got a short chute of a front stretch that leads into a sharp left-hand turn. It goes down a straightaway. Then you do pretty much a 180 loop around onto a longer straightaway out of turn 2, of turn 3, and then you have a lot of S Check. All right. All right. Sorry about that. Glad y'all said something. Thank you, Hammer. All right. So, like I was saying, push wrong button. So Deport, or no, sorry, Dusty, he is 28 points to the good in tonight's race. So he is actually looking at trying to get that first win of his Xfinity Series career. He is still searching for it going into the playoffs. Uh, but he's only 28 points to the good. What does that do for him? He has not won. He only has the stages of points. So he needs to find a way to get something done here tonight because 20 points is not that much. He is going to have to fight. He's going to have to push it because 28 points could be lost in these next few rounds. So that is a topic. Whereas in the Cup Series, you have Mole Tomeo, who's like 50 plus to the good. No worries. They're perfectly fine after the first race. But Dusty at the top, winless, he doesn't have that many. SP is only 25 to the good. He has a win, but he is still trying to fight hard to lock in. Honestly, the Xfinity Series playoffs are a big shock to me because anybody can win it. This championship is wide open, honestly. SP is going to have to fight against Dusty. Dusty has been having these fallouts, so who knows what could happen with him. LRS trying to fight hard to stay in it. Deport shows his weakness sometimes and then shows his good side. Flash has been consistent most of the season, and Low Broke is kind of just there. So it'll be interesting. Of course, also the Rookie of the Year points are looking pretty tight as well. Dusty leading the way with Deport in second behind by 20, and Mr. J in third behind by 37. So a lot of great racing action coming to y'all. Of course, kind of a heads up. We have the Xfinity or the F2 penultimate race from the Las Vegas Grand Prix coming up this upcoming Monday. They're off this week due to Memorial Day. I do want to shout out to anybody who is in our armed forces we put on our Facebook page. But thank you to the ones that served, and thank you to the ones that we have that y'all have had family members that have served and passed on. That day for y'all, not for the ones that are currently serving. We always thank y'all for y'all's time and service, but of course Monday was for have served and passed on. So we are very thankful we were able to commemorate one of our owns that had passed along. So it was very special for the league and very awesome. So we thank y'all for that time. Hope that y'all enjoyed a Memorial Day weekend. I hope y'all enjoyed the time off as well. I hope y'all enjoyed the racing. Had the Monaco Grand Prix. Later that afternoon, we had the Indianapolis 500. So it's been quite a week for us racers. Also, it's been quite a week for us as a league because we've been growing. We're getting stuff ready for season 7. It's been a long time coming, but we're still 10 weeks away from the end of season 6. But it's not too late to join. We are up to 24 new guys that's going to be joining UTLR next season. We currently have about 32, 35 drivers currently active with us. We have almost doubled the amount of drivers joining next season. That is ridiculous. That is awesome, and we could not have done it without you, the followers, and for everybody from the Xbox One esports racing community. Y'all are great, and we can't wait to see some of y'all's those faces up here on track with us. It be in the Xfinity Series or the Truck Series, where those rookies will be taking place. Our Cup Series will be action-packed as well, and we're excited for it. Still getting things underway here from Mid-Ohio. Check in, let me see. And just got the invite, so let's go trackside for tonight's for M. Marshall.
Director Matthew McConaughey.
All right, all right, all right. Gentlemen, start your engine!
All right, all right, all right. Let's get this show on the road here from the BL Transport 85. So I did forget to mention to the drivers about them being a playoff contender, have to have a custom scheme, and they must have purple rims. So some may not have purple rims tonight, but those are the indicators for your playoff drivers, and that will be more set in stone next week. Alright, as we take a look through the field here, we got SP, a playoff contender. There is Dr. Clater. Dusty Stud repping his purple car. Deport Eddie with his purple and white Xfinity. There's Flash with his pink and purple. Cam Wallet. There is Low Broke. Black Hammer. LRS. There is Drake. Looks like they all got the memo. Mr. J, purple 08, he is not playoff eligible. He's driving the purple car. SP with blue wheels. Okay. Alright, so here we go. Coming to the green flag. Green flag is in the air and we're underway from mid-Ohio. You see 3 white already back in the back. On board with him. Wallet, he sends it in, overshot the corner. So did Ardeni, and looks like maybe Hammer just hit the grass just a hair bit. Cam Wallet got a little loose. There goes Hammer off the course. There's Low Broke off course. This is a very technical track, and the gearing is rough. If you don't know how to tackle this track, it's a very challenging racetrack. As you can see, the track up in the top right-hand corner of your screen, how the layout is. And most of these corners are uphill as you're turning. So the radius and the gearing, you have to be careful about how you gear these cars into each corner. See, Clater leads lap number 1. We got 7 laps to go here in stage number 1. You see Dusty in that second position, followed by Deport and SP, rounding out your top 4. See, as they head down that long straightaway, you're going to see the right-hand kink heading into, I believe that's going to be turn 4. It's a heavy braking corner, heavy brake to the right, and then quick back to the left. You see they come out of the turn, coming into a right-hander, very slow and methodical to get through this section. Back onto another right-hander, round it, make it a round corner pretty much, back onto this little mini straight. A right hand to a left hand, little S. Then a hard right-hander into a left-hander, back to the front stretch they go. And that section down there below the rumbles is not out of bounds. The drivers are allowed to use that. It's the pit out commitment, but the drivers are allowed to use that. Hammer enjoying himself out on track, just trying to get the feel of the track. He's not a road course guy, but he also had just lost power earlier this afternoon, and they were not expecting power to be back on until about 8:30 Central Time. And so thankfully he got power and internet back on before race time, and he was able to start tonight's race. So we're so glad to see him on track tonight. It's always a pleasure to have Hammer on the track. Battle between Mr. J and Drake. Drake a playoff driver and Mr. J not. This is a battle though at Daytona 2 weeks ago with Drake, Mr. J, and Ham Wallet. They're fighting it out very hard here. Mr. J just looking strong. Try to find his way through the pack though. It's very hard because the passing opportunities are very limited. You have turn 1 here, you can pass. Turn 2 is a passing opportunity if you want it, but you've got to set it up right. Then you have the straightaway right here if you want to pass somebody. Going into this corner, you can outbrake somebody and get the runoff and pass them. Down this long straightaway. This is another outbreaking opportunity to set up a pass. The passes right here are a little bit harder because of this right-hander into this left-hander. And you get back on the gas too quick, the car's gonna come around, coming over that hill and up to the left. And then you get some, like you saw, SP. No, that's low broke. Never mind. Battle for the lead here between Clater and Dusty. See Dusty trying to set him up, trying to get underneath him, but Clater capitalizes. And this is the show right here. Clater, not a playoff driver. Dusty, a playoff driver. Dusty's looking to get that advancement by winning. And all the playoff points that he can earn in this first round will help him advance through the round if need be and carry him to the championship 4. Tonight's onboards are brought to you by Texas Boy 1989 on Twitch and Dusty _ Stud 48 on Twitch. And those are Dusty and Black Hammer. So thank you to y'all for providing y'all's onboards. That way we can keep up with numbers. Now here's a unique thing. Look to the right, the left right there. Sorry, to the left right there is pit road entry. If we have green flag pit stops, that is different. These drivers are not used to coming in off the left-hand side. Well, they are, but it's very unique. In the sense of you come off that corner and you're coming into a right-hand corner and the pit road splits off to the left. Well, by doing that, the pit road commitment line is not right there as you exit the track. It's kind of behind the pit wall. So whenever you leave pit wall, you have to kind of drive a little bit farther into pit road before it actually catches you, which is a uniqueness to this racetrack. You see SP in third right there, trying to close in on the leaders. Dusty Stud taking the lead over, and while I was talking, you saw Dusty and SP both get around Clater. I was talking and watching, and I completely missed it myself. Clater back to third, and LRS back there in fourth. SP a road course expert, but so is Dusty. Now just 2 laps to go here from Mid-Ohio in stage number 1. Dusty trying to seal the deal in stage number 1 by picking up that ultimate stage 1 win. Down into turn 4 through the ultimate S's and turns and hills to climb. Maybe a little bit foul for LRS. Getting a little loose there. Lost a lot of time. He was on the back bumper of Dr. Clare for third. Car got a little out of control. And now he's lost all that time to the dock. Alright, 1 to go here for stage number 1, and the battle has heated up with the lead. Dusty and SP. SP has the advantage on the inside. Dusty not able to clear him. Here comes SP. He's going to wait and set him up again. Try to go on board SP here. It's the long straightaway down in the heavy braking zone. SP's got the run to the inside. Dusty with the advantage on the outside. He overtakes SP. SP is now going to fight back on the outside. Not able to do it. He's going to have to set him up once again. Coming through the final few corners here. Dusty's so much better in this section than SP. Now Clater on the back bumper of SP. SP's going to need a run right here. Is he going to get it though? SP gets a little loose. Clater down to the back bumper of SP. Hard charge right there. It's not going to work for SP. Stage number 1 is going to go to the 68 machine of Dusty. Dusty first, SP second, Clater third, LRS fourth, Flash in fifth. For stage number 1. Waiting to get the rest of the top 10 for y'all. Sixth is Deport, seventh Blackhammer, eighth Mr. J, ninth Drake, and 10th Lowbroke to round out your top 10 in stage number 1. What a battle, what a challenge by the 68 machine of Dusty and the 30 of SP. Now, what can they do here in stage number 2? Let's find out. We get ready for the start of stage number 2, live from Mid-Ohio. This is the first round of the playoff opener. The hunt for the championship begins with a green flag. Everybody going wide in turn 1. Who's going to bite right here? SP overshoots the corner, allowing for Dusty and LRS to get by. LRS, not the speed that he needed. SP maintains second, Dusty to the lead. Now LRS and Clater fighting for third and fourth. See LRS off track. There's Blackhammer challenging for the fifth position against Deport. See Mr. J off course. Blackhammer thought about setting it up. It's just hard to set the passes up. You gotta know what you're doing, and the driver in front has to make a mistake. You're almost sitting in a position waiting for the driver to make a mistake, so that way you can capitalize. This is a game of patience. See, Blackhammer got off in the grass, and here comes Low Broke for position. So, sorry, that was Drake in the grass. Low Broke takes position away from the 54 Drake. Drake challenging back on the inside. Low Broke gets the outbreak. He goes wide, allowing for Drake to get underneath him. Drake's going to get the run, but the momentum is going to go to the 20 machine down the straightaway off exit. Great launch by the 20 machine off of exit. Now into a hard braking zone right here. He touches the grass a little bit. They make contact 54 to the inside. With the advantage going to the 20 machine of Low Broke. He goes wide in that corner. Takes away the run from the 54. SP trying to track down the leader of Dusty. Dusty goes wide. SP tries to... and SP to the pits. What? Seven laps to go in stage number 2 and SP to pit road. Interesting call by the 30 of SP. We'll see what it works out, and I don't know honestly what the fuel consumption is. It's a ×2 normal wear, so I wouldn't think of anything, but SP apparently has something up his sleeve that hands the lead Dusty. The battle goes away. Now Dusty, you see out there way by himself. Blackhammer trying to challenge Later and Deport back there. I believe that's going to be for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. LRS, I don't know if he's out there by himself or if he's in 2nd. I'm not exactly for sure what happened to the one machine of LRS. I don't know if he got loose and he is out there by himself in last. There's a good battle between Flash and Mr. J. Mr. J gives him the bumper, but he's too wide to make a counteractive maneuver around the 22. Flash has got a pretty good grip of these road courses. Slowly but surely. He says he hates them, but he's gotten decently well at them. Wouldn't say the best, but he's definitely growing to find a good, decent liking to them. I just now noticed the sponsor. This is an in-game paint scheme, mind you. I guess I forgot about this. Bucked up energy. See Jay off track now, but the sponsor on the hood, Woke AF. Yeah, we woke people. Don't piss off the woke people. I'll say that much. Don't piss off the woke. If you piss off the woke, you asking for it. Now SP battling against the 10 of Ham Wallet for position after he went to pit road. And now Ham Wallet pit road. I don't think you have to pit. We got 9 laps in the stage. We had 7. It's on ×2. I don't think you should have to pit this time. Stage 3. Thank you, INF. Thank you. Thank you, INF. You're great. Poor INF, he is usually in the Xfinity Series races, but due to playoff standards, he was not a full-time driver, nor did he complete enough part-time races to be eligible to compete in the playoffs. So therefore, INF is having to sit out these Xfinity Series playoffs, but cheering on his fellow drivers. So glad to have his support. His dedication to the league means everything to a lot of people. I'm just kind of flabbergasted at the moment. I don't think they have to pit, but I don't know. Maybe they do. Dusty and Hammer haven't pitted. Those are my only 2 onboard views that I have tonight, so I don't know for sure if they will or not. But we've seen SP, we've seen Ham Wallet. I'm wondering if maybe that's the reason LRS is out there on his own, because maybe he pitted, because tendency goes to show that LRS and SP pit together. No matter where they're at on track, they'll pit on the same lap. See, here comes LRS coming up on someone. Don't know who it is. So the 54 Drake looks like he's pulling up too. Alright, Dusty is in. Yeah, so they were not going to make it. Wow, okay. The leader is in. Dusty Stud to pit road. That should put, I want to say, Black Hammer out in front. That will put the 16 of Black Hammer as now your new leader here in Mid-Ohio. Black Hammer first, Dr. Clater third, and due to the lead that Dusty had, he only falls to third. Now he's ahead of Flash. He's ahead of SP and Flash. He is now 8.4 seconds behind the 16 machine of Hammer, and Hammer has been struggling in the 16 machine. See Clater, who is currently the second place driver, is up to his bumper. Hammer slightly off track. Dusty just has a better car. He knows a grip of these road courses. So Clater is going to squeak on by with ease. Neither one of them go to pits. Be 2 to go for stage number 2. Clater to the lead, Hammer in second, followed by Dusty in third, SP fourth, and Flash in the top 5. Hammer's fuel light just came on. Question is going to be, is he going to make it? He's got 2 laps. He just clicked down to 1. There's no way that the 60 machine is going to make it. His fuel gauge just clicked down to 1, and we're still over a whole lap away from the end of stage 2. If he pits, he will get the penalty because pit road is now closed. He chose to stay out. Clater is also a good fuel saver. So is Hammer. They're both good at saving. I've seen them both do it this season. Question is, though, this is a long track. This is a 2.4 mile road course. He's going to have to save or take the penalty. He stays out. White flag for stage number 2. Clater's in front. I don't know if he has enough fuel. Dusty is in third. We know that he has enough because he pitted. SP pitted. Flash, I don't know if he pitted. I know for sure SP and Dusty have. And there's Dusty right there. Hammer cannot afford to let off. Dusty is there. He's on fresh tires. Hammer trying to save as much fuel as he can to make it back to claim second place, but he's got Dusty all over his bumper, and it just went to 0. Hammer's out. Not quite yet. Hang on. He may. Alright, Dusty took over second. Hammer still pushing. He makes one last charge. It was enough for Hammer. Hammer claims the fuel strategy to pick up a 3rd place position for the final stage, or for the 3rd stage point. Fuel strategy done by Clater and Hammer to pick up. That's impressive. That was impressive. He saved almost a half a lap here of fuel at Mid-Ohio. That's crazy. At least to me it is. That's hard to do. I would imagine. INF, if he's on here, INF can probably say if it is or not. But to me, that's impressive to save pretty much a half lap at Mid-Ohio. Top 10 was Clater, Dusty, Blackhammer, SP, Flash, top 5. Then LRS, Mr. J, Deport, Drake, and Denny, top 10. Here in stage number 2. Now, here's the question. Gloves come off. It's showtime. This is the moment. It's race 1, playoff opener from Mid-Ohio. Clater, Hammer's up there. They're trying to make an impact. They're trying to impact this playoff grid. Trying to win. Green flag in the air. As they try to win their way in. Or trying to win their way to a win for the season. But it's not going to count for them. They're going to take away a spot for these playoff drivers. Hammer's figured it out. He's to the inside of SP on this turn 2 here. He's going to back off, let SP have it. Dusty goes wide. Here comes Clater. To the lead goes the 39. And here comes the number 1 machine of LRS, the inside of the number 16. Dusty stud back to the inside. It's not going to work. Clater cuts him off. SP goes wide. Trying to get second from Dusty. Hammer to the back bumper of the 30. Here comes Luke in the number 1. The single followed out. Clater to the point. Dusty up to second. SP third. Hammer fourth. LRS fifth. LRS trying to. Dusty goes wide, allowing SP to get to the bumper. And there's a screen glitch. Hammer pushes the issue, trying to gain a little bit of time on the 30 of SP. He tries to outbrake him. He does. SP gets loose. Hammer to the inside. That's just a hard place to pass. It really, really is. He looked, he had a spot, but it's just a hard place to complete a pass. Now Hammer's loose. Off the grass he goes. He's going to lose a lot of valuable time that he gains so hard for. LRS up to 4th now. That's one of the issues. You get back on the gas too quick, it's going to bite you in the butt. Dusty goes wide right there, allowing for SP to get to the bumper again. Clater marching away with the lead. 14 laps to go. Alright, so they got 6 laps of fuel left. So about halfway through this final stage, they're going to have to come down pit road, at most halfway. They got 14 to go, 6 laps left of fuel in their tanks. Clater marching away with the lead. Dusty, SP, LRS, top 4. Mind you, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th right now are all playoff drivers. Clater is not. Clater is holding the playoff position up from somebody advancing beyond this first race. If Clater goes off and wins, this would mean that 6 spots are still up for grabs, and nobody is locked in. Nobody would advance on a win. I don't think nobody is close enough to advance on points. Dusty Stud is in first, 28 points ahead, so I'm pretty sure he would not have enough points to advance based on points itself to lock in. It's still way early, so the fact that anything can happen. Pit stops could change anything up. Somebody could speed. Who knows what could happen. But if Clater goes off and wins, that restricts a playoff spot from getting locked up with a win. Would be forcing the issue heading into Texas next week. Second, third, and fourth still going at it here. Meanwhile, nobody's really behind them. Saw SP get off in the grass, allowing LRS to get up to third, and Flash is back there behind him in fifth. Alright, we're going to take a quick commercial break and be back with you for the final 10 laps. Speaking of Texas Motor Speedway, next week we can head off to the Lone Star State, where there have been nothing but twisters the last few weeks. The United States has been rocked this entire tornado season by twisters. We had, I believe, over 20 people that have passed on due to tornadoes ripping through places across the United States and across Texas throughout this Memorial Day weekend, and that is so unfortunate to hear. There have been a lot of tornadoes come through the regions. See now a battle heating up between the leaders, with Claire getting in the grass. But it's been a devastating time for most of the United States, as parts of Oklahoma have been wreaked havoc. Along with parts of Texas, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Missouri, Kansas. The Great Plains have been pretty much rocked to death. New Mexico has had a fair share. Colorado has its fair share. Florida, obviously. Alabama, not so much. It's had its little small hiccups here and there, but Great Plains have been terribly rocked this season. And so we extend our gratitude to anybody who has lost family members or lost loved ones or close ones in tornadoes, or the fact that they have received damage off of tornadoes this season. But in correlation with that, the new Twisters movie is coming out July 19th. It's not a replicate of Twister. You see Dusty making the pass on the leader of Clater. Dusty to pit road. Oh no, he goes wide. Never mind. Dusty's around. Oh, okay. Was gonna go commercial break, but Dusty Stud, the leader, falls short and he spins out. And Ham Walt's around. Clater to the point. Sorry, not machines. LRS second and SP third. See Dusty back there in fourth now. Alright, so we go to commercial break. We'll be right back for these final few laps. Pit stops will be coming up very, very shortly. So stay tuned.
Once-in-a-generation tornado outbreak continues across Oklahoma.
We've never seen tornadoes like this before, and we need your help.
No, I don't chase anymore.
Kate, we can save lives.
I'll give you 1 week.
All right, fellas. We got PhDs from NASA, FEMA, and Kate, she's the smartest person I know.
Hey, dudes. This is interesting. Who are they?
It's Tyler Owens. Calls himself a tornado wrangler.
If you feel it.
Scared of nothing and I'm scared to death.
You know, our crew is not like your crew.
I can't breathe and I catch my breath.
We don't need PhDs and fancy tech. Sometimes the old ways are better than the new.
Well, you can always trust a guy who puts his face on a t-shirt. Are those fireworks?
Yes, ma'am. You got quite the reputation, city girl. You think you can disrupt a tornado.
In theory. But in the field, in the moment, I got it wrong. We never had a chance.
You want one?
Are you seeing this?
We got twins! Twins!
They're combining. Go faster.
Let's ride. It's all right to be scared. Fear's the reason you do it. You don't face your fears, you ride them.
Holy,
You ever see anything like this?
not like this.
Hold on, hold on, hold on!
All right, you're seeing pit stops happening during commercial break. You saw all the leaders come down pit road, making pit stops happen. LRS out front, Clater in second, SP third. And Dusty is up to fourth. He is not yet pitted. Eller's trying to get it done here. This is actually a one of his weaker tracks. He is not the best at road course. He's good at road course. I'll give him that. He is good, but he does have his weak tracks, and this is from what I recall, this is one of them. And he is so low in the playoff standings that a win here would be huge for this #1 team. And he is playing it so well right now. Dusty back there in fourth. I believe this is the battle for fifth between Flash and Hammer. It is. Deport, Hammer's in sixth, Flash fifth, Deport in seventh, Drake in eighth. And Hammer is off track, and oh my god, who was that? Low broke around. Hammer got loose, lost a little bit of time to Flash. Let's see, Ham Wallet way off track. He overshot it. He's blending back in behind Mr. J. SP has lost a little bit of time to Clater. Dusty Stud, he pitted actually a little bit later was the issue. Dusty pitted a little earlier than everybody else. After he spun, he went ahead and went to pit road. So that's why he cycled out the way he did. SP closing on Clater right there a little bit. SP has closed the door, but LRS is still long gone. 5 laps to go from Mid-Ohio in the playoff opener. This is Mid-Ohio. This is the playoff opener for the UTLR Xfinity Series. This is the battle for second right now between Clater and SP, and don't look too far back. There is Dusty rebounding from his earlier spin. But look ahead. There's LRS, faintly in the distance. Long gone. There's going to have to be some kind of mess up from LRS if he has any shot of catching him. Don't forget the F2 reigns back to its penultimate race at the Las Vegas Grand Prix at 10 o'clock Eastern on Monday nights. Tune in to UTR Live for what is to be a great showdown from Las Vegas in the F2 series. And then tune in next week as well as the UTR Cup Series heads to Las Vegas, of all places. So we'll have the F2 series in the streets of Las Vegas, and then the Cup Series will come and show their stuff and roll the dice in the Showtime city of Las Vegas at the Oval there. And then come back to Thursday where the Xfinity Series heads south to Texas Motor Speedway, where both the Xfinity Series and the Cup Series will take on race number 2 in the UTLR playoffs. The trucks return in 2 weeks to Kansas Speedway. They'll return not next week, but the following week after that, June 11th, when the trucks will make their return after 3 long weeks off. Has been grueling to the drivers. It was just unfortunate with the scheduling, but the trucks are off until June 11th. They will return and be back racing at Kansas Speedway on a high draft ×4 package for the truck series. There's Ardeni up ahead of our leader of LRS. We're down to 3 laps to go here, and LRS has caught some lap traffic here in Mid-Ohio. Ardeni off the grass is going to just let LRS go. Dusty, he's going to let the leaders all go by. Dusty trying to close in on SP here. Meanwhile, SP's trying to get to Clater. No challenge for the lead with 3 laps to go. Dusty gets a little bit of time right there, working this track so well, trying to get that top 3. He needs it. He gets a little loose. Here's the problem. Top 3, I mean, 4th is going to be good, but top 3 is going to be critical. Every point counts for these playoffs. LRS could flip this grid and turn it upside down by winning. Clater is in second. He is a non-playoff driver, so there goes second place points for anybody. Then you have third of SP, who's in the playoffs, trying to gain what he can. He's currently second coming into tonight in the standings. He could possibly jump Dusty. That's the big thing. LRS, if he wins with 2 laps to go, if he wins, he jumps to the top of the board. Dusty's off track. he just lost all that time to SP. Because if, with SP finishing ahead of Dusty, that could very well help SP out to possibly jump ahead of Dusty in the playoff standings. That could ultimately possibly push Dusty down to 3rd place in the standings. And he's been a dominant but consistent driver all season long, but he is yet to win. Hamilton on pit road. Hammer trying to track down Flash for that 5th position. Dusty actually did not pit. Okay, Dusty did not pit. His fuel light just came on. He's on worn tires. That's what it is. I thought he did pit. He did not pit. He just got the gas light come on. So did Hammer. Maybe there's a fuel race. Alright, white flag is out. 1 lap to go from Mid-Ohio. It's presented by the Xbox One eSports Racing community. There's the gap between 1st and 2nd. Plater has made a little bit of ground on LRS, but not a whole lot. LRS has to be perfect. Here he comes through this little S section for the one final time tonight. LRS being as smooth as he can. Not a whole lot of pressure from behind. Player trying to get it done. Final 2 corners. He gets there, but it's not going to work. Coming out of the final corner, LRS is going to win here in Mid-Ohio. What a job by LRS. He just moved from the 5th position, 12 points ahead of the playoff, to now locked and secured into the 2nd round. What a job. This is huge for this number 1 machine. Great job to LRS. Great job. Dr. Claver comes home 2nd place, SP 3rd, Dusty 4th, Flash in 5th, Deport 6th, Hammer in 7th, Drake 8th, Mr. J 9th, and Lowbroke, rounding out your top 10 for tonight's playoff series opener. What a job done to everybody on track tonight. Everybody that showed up did amazing. When it came down to it, one driver could get it done, and that one driver is the number 1, the Series 5 Truck Series champion. That is LRS. He gets it done here in Mid-Ohio. We'll be right back to get the top 3 here from tonight. Alrighty, guys, and we are back live from the UTR Live Studios here with the top three after a exhilarating race, to say the least. Great way to start the playoffs here from Mid Ohio. We're going to get right into it with our third place finisher, SP. SP, man, you had such a car tonight. You had, you were talking about in the pre-race how your car was maybe not set up for a winning car, but it sounded like to me that you weren't really out there for the win, even though you're going road course. You're out there trying to just capitalize on points with it being the playoffs. So, what was your mindset going into this race, and how did you make that work in race?
Yeah, well, first off, um, my car sucked. I did not qualify great. I don't really know how to race this track. This is one of my gray areas on road courses, and I just kind of, kind of just whipped into shape. I kind of, you know, I use Luke as a reference, and kind of just went at it tonight. Really, not a lot of practice here. I think I've ran 3 laps, my qualifying lap, and that's about it. So we went out tonight, and we kind of needed a big night because the playoffs are a lot closer in this series than Cup, and we did pretty good. The car was not the greatest. I felt like we had the best short run car, or one of the best short run cars. I felt like Clater, Luke, and Dusty, all three of them had better long run cars than me. But yeah, I mean, it was great. We tried some strategies tonight, paid off pretty good. Yeah, I mean, overall, just kind of just an SP type of night on road courses. Expect me in the top three, led a couple laps, and solid finish. So yeah, pretty good race for me, and overall this week, I should say.
Yeah, most definitely. And with being Mid Ohio, a first race of the playoffs being a road course like this, then you head into Texas next week, where it's kind of a one groove track, but it's going to be high draft times three. So, what is your mindset going into that race, coming off of a track like a road course to kick off playoffs?
Well, we know we have speed at Texas. We should have won the race at Texas last time, but me and Edge kind of got into it, and he put me in the wall on 2 to go, and I lost that race. But we got a good car. I feel like we'll definitely get some setups in and practice that. But yeah, no, our car for Texas is gonna be really good, really fast, and I think we can do something with it. I would love to advance to the next round with a win. Obviously, with points is all good. I expect to probably advance on points, but hey, a win it helps out a lot more. I don't have to worry about the next race after, and that's kind of what it's been all season. I've had the wins. I really haven't had to push the car as much, and now we're here in the playoffs, so now I got to give it all I got and just put out in the line. I want this championship so bad, man. I really do. Trust me. But um, yeah, we got a good car. We got a great setup. We got great teammates. Got great friends. I think we should be all right. But yeah, other than that, congrats on Luke and Clater and Dusty. Great runs from them. Good job, Luke. My buddy got the win. So nice job, Luke. But yeah, we'll see you next week, Texas. We'll try to get it done.
Yes, sir. Well, congratulations on your third place finish, and we'll see what you can do next week. Moving on to our
Thank
second
you.
place finisher on the night is Dr. Clater. And Clater, you had a dominant car. Like you had such a great car starting off. It was mostly you in that second stage, with a little bit of challenging from LRS and Dusty at times, but you seemed to pull away. What was the factor that pretty much you noticed that you needed to figure something out because you ended up falling off at one point? So, what was there need to be that could have been done differently for you?
Yeah, so what I learned straight away in stage one is track position was really key here. Usually at all road courses, it's either you have the speed or you don't. But I feel like tonight, if you held first, you're pretty good chances at holding the lead. And definitely held the lead for some, I don't know how many laps. I think it was like 6 laps or 7 laps in stage one. And then, yeah, once you had that lead, it's kind of hard for second place to pass you. So it's kind of like you got to capitalize on the position when you can. And if you have the lead, you just hold the lead and pretty much defend as much as you could. And I definitely didn't feel like I had the best car tonight. I honestly think Dusty had one of the fastest cars. I know SP had the fastest lap. SP was challenging top three all night. And yeah, Dusty was on my, I say on my ass, but I'm gonna say it anyways. He was on my ass every single lap. And stage three and then a little bit of stage two. Stage two fell our way because it was a fuel strategy stage. So Obviously, I'm gonna capitalize on those. Got a free stage win there. But my car was awful on fresh tires. Like it took about 4 to 5 laps for it to finally kick in, especially on that the last pit stop of the last stage. LRS got the lead like a lap before we had to pit. So I think like 2 laps after we pitted, LRS had like a 4 second lead on me. That's just how bad my car was on fresh tires. And then I eventually had a good late run charge. I think I got it to like I think 5 tenths at the line. So that just shows how good my car was on old tires and it was on fresh tires. Like I just could not drive that thing on fresh tires. I was going into the cornfield like Ardini would say. But yeah, it was top three all race. I mean, this is one of the most like the more fun road courses in my opinion. I wouldn't say I'm the fastest here, but usually the racing gear is always great. So it was fun just to stay in the top three, race SP, LRS, and Dusty, and I'm fine with the second place. I would have loved to win, but LRS ran a really good race.
Yeah, and you, like I said, you had a strong car late in the running. How was it compared to whenever you're looking at the mindset of you versus the playoff drivers? Whenever you're out there leading or just in the mix, was there any kind of maybe give or take that you thought of coming down to? I know obviously everybody's going to go for the ultimate position possible, but is there sometimes there's might be some mindsets out there? Was there any for you when it comes to battling the playoff drivers?
Yeah, I had a few moments. I think it was maybe when Dusty was leading and I was in second and LRS was right behind me. I let LRS go by because he was definitely faster, and I tried to let SP go by at one point like later in the race, but I think he went off track as soon as he passed me, so I took that spot back. But yeah, there was a few moments where SP and LRS were way quicker, so it obviously would have been the right thing to do to let them pass to see if they can catch Dusty, and I think LRS made a pretty good gain on Dusty at one point, but yeah, there's a certain few drivers that I will let, pass me in this case at road courses like LRS. People will race me clean. I'll let them pass. But every other race, I'll probably race everybody the exact same way that I've been racing them this season. And I'm going for trophies, so I'm obviously going to race everybody clean as much as I can. And obviously, I'm going to go for the win. So the mindset really doesn't change. But in this case tonight, if the car behind me is way quicker and the car leading the race is just going making a huge gap, I'm obviously going to let them pass.
Well, hey, I respect it and I completely understand going for the trophies. So uh, I'm trying to do the same thing, except I'm a playoff driver. But trying to get that first win, so I completely understand your mindset for sure. But congrats on that second place, runner-up position tonight, and can't wait to see what you can do in Texas next week.
Appreciate it.
All right, that takes us to victory lane with our winner of LRS. And Luke, my man, honestly, I thought you might have a shot. But at one point, I did not think that you had the car, but it looked like everything kind of worked out in your favor because I was watching how you kept on making the short gains, but it wasn't really off of speed at first. It was off of other people's mistakes. So that worked up to your favor to put you in position to capitalize on the lead to secure the win. So congrats on the win, first of all. And second of all, you kind of talk me through how that came to be with Dusty's little mishap out there towards the end of the race.
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you for the congratulations. Shout out to SP and Clater and Dusty. It was a really fun race. And yeah, Dusty, I don't really know what happened. I was directly behind him. SP was behind me, and I think Clater was in front. And it kind of just looked like Dusty overcorrected the car and hit the inside wall in that little last corner kink. It was kind of weird. I barely avoided him. Like if I hit him, then I would not be in this position. But yeah, I really don't know how that happened. On the first lap of the original restart, I got screwed over by Dusty. He already apologized to me though, so that's all good. And then on the second restart in the second stage, I got ass packed by Blackhammer, um, and it gave me rear end damage. So I didn't hear him say anything. He didn't really apologize. But that's something that we'll talk about. I'll reach out to him, see if he has anything to say. I don't want any problems, especially with him, because he's not in the playoffs. I am, and I mean, I'm locked into the next round, but you don't want to make enemies.
Yeah, no, for sure. What was the game plan right there? Because it looked like that y'all's plan was to split the stage. Which I believe is what y'all did in that last pit stop. Was there any kind of possible alternate ways of like maybe holding it out, or was the tires fading that quick?
Yeah, no, there was absolutely no other way to do it because we were pretty much on the number for the fuel on the final run, and if you pit any earlier, you would be too short. If you pit any later, you would have ran out of gas on the in lap. And I wasn't really worried as much about tires as I was fuel on the first run. The tires were fine. I was just struggling to get the fuel to work. Obviously, like Clater said, he's good at saving fuel. It worked out for him. And then I pit and I took four. The main reason I took four was because I wanted to raise the air pressures because I accidentally ran a little bit too tight of a setup and it was eating the left front tire. Like I had no like there was nothing on that left front tire, so I had to raise it up like 6 pounds and just leave the other ones where they were so it would stop wearing. And it worked. It worked because I'm here now with no blown tires. So yeah, but yeah, just shout out to everyone else here tonight. It was fun. And Alex, I know like it's kind of weird. Like I feel like I've been up here a lot. Like I've been getting a lot of interviews recently, but this is my first win since April Fool's Day in the Truck Series at Sonoma.
Man, yeah, it has. It's been a long time coming. But so last question is with this win, yes, it secures you into the second round, but you came in so low in the playoffs in Xfinity. So versus trucks where you've been doing good, Xfinity or Cup you've been pretty steady, but I think this is like your lowest in the playoffs grid in Xfinity. And so what does it mean to go out here on maybe not your best of road courses and be able to secure this win into the second round?
Yeah, it's really good, especially because I got a little pep talk from SP before the race. We discussed our points and where we need to gain because obviously it's the opener and we're good at road courses, so we just needed to know where we had to pick it up. And I was way lower than him because he has like 4 wins this season and I only had one at the time. And I needed the points. And obviously, I got the points. I'm locked in now. I got 5 extra playoff points now, so that'll move me up a little bit in the next round. But also in the next round, we have my favorite road course, Watkins Glen. So, you know, maybe I'm not saying it will happen, but maybe it'll play in my favor.
Well, man, I hope so. You're gonna be one to watch as these playoffs go along. But first race out of the way, season opener out of the way for the playoffs, and can't wait to see what you can do at Texas and as we head into next week on that high draft.
I'm so happy that I don't have to deal with Richmond. Like so happy. Like I was scared of Richmond. And Texas is such an oddball track. Someone could hit the apron, use you up, and you fall from second or third all the way to 14th, and that's all she wrote. But yeah, I mean, and fun fact, this is only my second ever Xfinity win, ever.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Stat God over here. Always with the stats. Always with the numbers. I love it. Love it. Well, congrats on the win, Luke. Been a long time coming, and it came at the right time for you. So, congrats on the celebration, and hopefully, we'll see you make it into the final four this season.
Yeah, man. Thank you, and congrats again to everyone else. Thank you, Alex.
Yes, sir. All right, guys, and that will do it for the interviews here and do it for us here at UTR Live Studios. Thank y'all for tuning in once again. Don't forget, we do have the F2 series at their penultimate race at Las Vegas Grand Prix next week on next Monday at 10 o'clock Eastern. Will be the next time that you see us live. And then the Cup Series returns to Las Vegas Motor Speedway next Wednesday, followed by the Xfinity Series live right here, same time at 9 o'clock at Texas Motor Speedway as it heads south. So that is the week in advance for y'all here at UTR Live. If y'all want to join the league, keep on hitting me up. Been getting a lot of requests out there. We're almost doubling our field size this year into next season, so it's been amazing. Showing the support, showing the want to join. So thank y'all so much, and have a good night, guys.